I've been a hiring manager for 15 years. You have a baseline for normal. Normal is a candidate being nervous. Normal is a slightly embellished resume. Normal is someone asking about vacation days a little too early. You rely on that baseline, but every once in a while, a day starts out perfectly normal, and then someone brings their mom and a laminated brag sheet. Okay, so let me set the scene. It's 10 a.m. I'm in the glass wall conference room on the 14th floor. We call it the fishbowl. I'm on my second cup of coffee. The kind that's just been burning in the pot for 3 hours, tastes like tar, but it does the job. I'm doing a standard interview loop, just back to back to back. I'm reviewing the resume for the 10 a.m. slot. This is for a mid-level logistics coordinator. I need to emphasize this. This isn't an internship. This isn't a summer job for a teenager trying to make pocket money. This is a salaried position with a 401k, dental benefits, and 3 weeks of vacation. This is for a full-grown adult, a professional, to manage multi-million-dollar shipping routes. The resume for this guy, let's call him Patrick. It looks fine, totally fine. Solid experience from a competitor, all the right qualifications on paper. It's just a standard, boring Tuesday morning interview. 10:01 a.m. Patrick walks in. He looks a little pale, maybe some sweaty palms when we shake hands, but that's normal. Nerves are normal. He sits down at the long, polished table. He's got his leather-bound portfolio, and he's doing that thing where he keeps opening it and closing it, fiddling. Standard, I smile, click my pen. The let's begin ritual. Hi, Patrick. Thanks for coming in. I'm the hiring manager for this department. Shall we get started? He nods. He looks at me. He opens his mouth to speak, and right at that exact moment, the heavy conference room door swings open again. Hard. It thwacks against the doorstop. In walks this woman, probably in her late 50s. She is a force of nature. She's wearing a bright pink blazer, carrying an absolutely massive tote bag, you know, the kind you could fit a small dog in, and clutching a huge white 3-ring binder to her chest. I'm just confused. My brain is trying to catch up. I'm thinking, is this an assistant I forgot about? Did I miss a memo about a team interview? Is this someone from HR? I look at Patrick. Patrick is no longer pale. He is just staring at the wood grain of the table, and he is a shade of bright nuclear red I have only ever seen in cartoons. He looks like he wants the floor to swallow him whole. Before I can say a word, the woman beams at me, a huge 100-watt smile. She walks right past Patrick, pulls up a chair from against the wall, one of the extra chairs, and parks it right next to him. Shoulder to shoulder, she sticks out her hand across the table to me. Hi, I'm Kate, Patrick's mother. I'm just here to help him out. I'm speechless. I think I just blinked. Help him out? This man is 30 years old. But fine, okay. This is absurd. This is a first. I'm a professional. I decide, you know what? Let's just see where this goes. Maybe she's just here for moral support. Maybe she'll be silent. I try to regain control. I make a very deliberate point of turning my body, my focus, my entire gravitational pull towards Patrick. So Patrick, I say, really enunciating his name. Can you tell me about a time you handled a difficult logistics challenge at your last job? A real-world example. Patrick opens his mouth. He inhales, and Kate jumps right in. Oh, he's wonderful at logistics. Just wonderful. He's just so organized. He always was, even as a boy. You should have seen his room, just spotless. He used to organize his baseball cards by... Okay, I cut her off as politely as I can. That's great, but Patrick, I need to hear from you. This is a behavioral question. I try again. This time, I am making direct, intense, use the force level eye contact with Patrick. I am willing him to speak. Patrick, what would you say is your biggest weakness? It's the cliched question, I know, but it's a test. A test of self-awareness. Before Patrick can even flinch, Kate lets out a little laugh and pats his arm. Oh, that's easy, she says, leaning in conspiratorially. He's just too much of a perfectionist. He just cares too much about his work. He'll stay up all night just to make sure the spreadsheets are perfect. Won't you, honey? Patrick just sinks deeper into his chair. And then, this is the part that broke me. This is the moment my professional brain just shut down, and I became a spectator at the weirdest play I've ever seen. Kate reaches down into that massive 3-ring binder. She clicks it open, and she pulls out a laminated sheet of paper. I am not kidding you. It was laminated. It had that shiny, stiff Kinko's in 1998 look. She slides it across the table to me. I actually brought his high school brag sheet, just so you could see his background. He was treasurer of the chess club, and he had perfect attendance for all 4 years. He never missed a day. I just sat there. I stared at the laminated sheet. It had, like, clip art of a graduation cap on it. I looked at this grown man applying for a mid-level corporate job who had not said more than 3 words. He was just staring at his own portfolio, completely silent, while his mother was holding up a document about his 10th grade attendance record. We did not hire Patrick. The interview was over in my head the second she said, chess club. I think I politely said something like, well, we have all the information we need. We'll be in touch. The second that door closed, I just put my head down on the conference table. Here's the thing. As someone who hires for a living, here's the real insider secret. We aren't just hiring your resume. We're not just hiring your answer to the logistics challenge question. We are hiring your independence. We're hiring your ability to solve problems on your own. We're hiring your self-awareness. This wasn't just a bad interview. This was the ultimate flashing red light, do not hire. It wasn't that his mom was, well, his mom. It was that he, a 30-year-old man, let her. He sat there in silence and let his mother answer for him in a professional setting. It showed a complete, fundamental lack of self-awareness. The ultimate failure to separate from childhood. If you can't handle a 30-minute interview by yourself, how are you going to handle a multi-million-dollar shipping crisis at 3 a.m.? So look, here's my professional advice. And I mean this sincerely, from the bottom of my weary hiring manager heart. When you go to a job interview, leave your mom at home. What's the most unbelievable helicopter parent moment you've witnessed in the workplace? Let me know.